So the new Assassin's Creed's coming out, and it only makes sense to talk about which eras or which scenarios we'd like to see in new Assassin's Creed games. And one of the ones that I've really wanted to see is like the 1200s, around the time William Wallace was fighting for his freedom. Mel Gibson was just fighting for that Scottish freedom, and that would be amazing. Those large-scale melee battles, but also there's the intrigue of you trying to assassinate people behind the scenes and trying to sneak around those battles and fight people and stuff would be pretty cool. It'd be neat to see an assassin amongst the chaos in one of those scenarios, and it's just a cool historical period in general. I know the movie was wildly inaccurate, but it made it so awesome and inspiring, and I want to see people lopping each other's heads off with broadswords. That's the main thing.
Let me see, a good setting for Assassin's Creed 5. How about the obvious? How about feudal Japan? Yeah, ninjas and samurais and shit, man. The original assassins, ninjas, man. Well, I don't know if they were the originals, but the most badass assassins for sure. They'd sneak up on you and they had the glass eggs they could crush up and throw in your eyes, and they had like all the tricks, the grappling hooks, they had the climbing claws, and it was awesome. Yeah, think about free running with the climbing claws and getting all over, climbing up Mount Fuji and stuff. It'd be awesome. Maybe the shogunate is a Templar and no one knows it, but he's somehow gotten power and he's making deals with the rest of the Templar to, exploit Japan, and you gotta shut him down as a badass assassin with ninja weapons. It'd be very cool. Katanas, bitch.
Wonder what an awesome setting for an Assassin's Creed game would be? The Wild West. Like, you got like gunfights, you've got saloon bar fights, you've got poker fights, there's so much fighting. Man, the Wild West was wild because it was a violent place. But that just makes it even better for an assassin. And then you got, maybe there's like a corrupt deputy or something who's working with the Templars and running the town. Maybe they know about the gold rush, and while they were mining for a gold rush, like they found something inside there that the assassin needs to get. Or, the story for Assassin's Creed are kind of weird, so let's just concentrate on the great things about the Wild West, like train heists, and horseback riding, and guns, lots of guns, but you can still have the hidden blades, that's cool. And I know the whole theme of the outfit always has to be white, so you can have the white cowboy hat. Aw, I miss my cowboy hat.
Okay, this one's a little more modern. It's more modern than the series has ever gone. How about assassins in World War II? That would be f***ing sick. I mean, the obvious mission, you have to assassinate Hitler, yeah, and other games have done that, but Assassin's Creed would be cool for that era. I, once again, don't know a lot of the history, so it'd be cool to delve into that and learn sort of the key figures behind the scenes that people were trying to get at and take out. And it's just one of those things that you don't really think, like the Assassin's Creed of the one we know, like assassins were assassins, but you don't really think about assassins in World War II era as like sort of fitting into that genre. So it'd be a cool step out of Assassin's Creed comfort zone to go into that era. Plus, there's people with automatic weapons and like modern warfare weaponry, or as modern as it was at the time anyway. So it would be interesting to play an assassin in that time period when you have to deal with all those problems, the long-range weapons and the like. So World War II would be a great one.
See, how about, what about Scandinavia during like the Viking Age? That would be pretty cool, right? Let's say the Vikings are out, they're burning, they're pillaging, they're doing what Vikings do, messing stuff up, and they plunder one of those Apple of Edens or something and take it back with them to their Viking encampment, and like, you're like, we can't let the Vikings have that, they'll take over the whole world with that shit. So you're an assassin and you gotta go get them, and so you're like grabbing Vikings by the beard and like chopping their head off and like trying to blend in with them, so you put on one of those horn helmets and you're like, hey guys, just another Viking hanging out, and maybe you're on one of those awesome dragon boats with all the oars, and you're like, oh, I'm an assassin, and you start killing Vikings, and you're like, this is going so well, and then like the last game had huntable animals, so killer whale comes and like hits the boat, and like everyone falls in the water, and you're like, oh, what the what was that? It was a goddamn killer whale, and now you have to dodge that, or maybe assassinate the killer whale somehow. But mostly you kill Vikings, and maybe the occasional Shamu. But they're bad Shamus, they're not like friendly, like Willy was in Free Willy. Evil killer whales. Put the killer in killer whales. Yeah. Let's do that.
Now, we're going to get a little silly here, but stick with me because I think this is a fantastic setting for an Assassin's Creed. We're going to not go just back in time. We're going to go to the dawn of time with the dawn of the dinosaurs. Prehistoric times, you got an assassin caveman and like a bunch of other cavemen and maybe... I don't even know what the story would be. I just want to go all Fred Flintstone and like parkour down a brontosaurus's neck, down his body, down his tail, and that would be so cool. That would be awesome. Riding a mastodon if you want to put it in, like during the Ice Age. Just dinosaurs, fucking dinosaurs. You'd have to like run up a Tyrannosaurus Rex and like kind of jump down and like stab him in the eye with the assassin's blade, but it'd be like an assassin's blade of stone or something because they're cavemen, not really moving too far too fast. Oh, and then when you're at the top of like a giant tree, you can like scan the area and then jump all the way down and land into a giant pile of dung. Dinosaur poop. Poop. That would be funny. I find poop jokes funny. I'm an adult man who likes poop jokes. That's why I'm single. But dinosaurs!